What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of J&D Sports Talk. Today it is Touchdown Tuesday, where I rewatch all the touchdowns from NFL Week 5. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you subscribe, check out our other videos, check out our TikTok and Twitch, and let's start right into today's video. We're going to start off with Dillon Gabriel to Harold Fannin Jr., a player that I told you guys a lot about preseason that he was going to do well this year. He's number 44. Play action, wide open. His first career touchdown. First of many for Mr. Harold Fannin Jr. And then here's Cam Akers. Passing touchdown for Mr. Cam Akers. You're going to watch Josh Oliver right here. He's really going to sell the route really well. Act like he's blocking because he's running. And he just sprints up the field. That's a play to add to your playbook, young offensive coordinators. Because that was a really good play. It fooled everybody. Unless there's too high, I really think you could pull that off on any defense. Here's Jordan Mason. Just switches to the right side, runs up for the touchdown. Carson Wentz is pumped up. David Njoku, Dillon Gabriel loved his tight ends this week. He's going to line up in the slot right here. This is man coverage by the Vikings. They have one here, one here, one here. You could tell it's man coverage because he follows him in motion. And then they have two high. Splits it right in the middle. Good job by Dillon Gabriel. Good patience. And good celebration by David Njoku. Jordan Addison with a touchdown here. This was like the game winner. He's going to just run right up. Wide open for the tutty. It's a good route. That was a good game, though, for the second half of it. But here's CJ Stroud, Xavier Hutchinson. He's going to be right here, 19. He's going to chip, just roll right off. Nice ball by CJ for the touchdown. Ravens can't stop a middle school team right now. But it is what it is. Here's Nico Collins. I didn't really see any of this game. He's right here. Just going to run right up. Cross. Nice ball by CJ. I think is that Nate Wiggins in coverage? Xavier Hutchinson again. He is up here. I think this was a fade. Right over Jareer. That's not Jareer. I apologize. Nick Chubb, 27-yard touchdown. Awesome. He's right here in the backfield, obviously. Takes it. Wow, great blocking. Great blocking by the tackle right there. He just cleared the lane. Watch him right here. This guy right here. No, this guy. Engaged in the block the whole time until he's all the way up the field. That's good blocking, which is rare to see from the Texans this year. But Derrick Henry, 1-yard touchdown. He refused to go down on this one. Just keep running. Just keep swimming, just keep running for Derrick Henry. Keep the wheels chugging and he'll get in. Jalen Noyle, first career touchdown. Then he tried to do I think it was the Ray Lewis celebration. And then Jareer took the ball from him. If I read that correctly, caught it right there. Touchdown. Yeah, he tried doing it. And then Jareer didn't buy it. Oh, here's Tua. Here's the Dolphins, one of the Dolphins' 4 touchdowns of the game. I'll give credit to Devin Achane here. This is a really good touchdown by him. Like a really good touchdown. That's insane. Who allowed that? Wallace. Come on, man. That's a running back. Darren Waller killed us, dude. He's right here. That's on J.C. Horn. I don't know why he didn't turn around. That confuses me. Brother, you gotta turn around. I don't know what you're doing there. Here's Leggett. This is a great ball, great touchdown, great everything. Panthers like to spread their receivers out a lot, which I support. Because then you take people out of the box, so it's easier to run the ball. But This is an insane trust ball by Bryce Young. Look where he's throwing it. Like, this is the point he throws it. Ooh, if he held it a little longer, he had T-Mac for a touchdown. This is a really good play, though. If he didn't go there, he might have had here, might have had here. He would have had T-Mac for sure. But it's just a really good timing. Bryce Young trusts his Leggett on here. He makes a very nice catch. Yeah, T-Mac also was open. But I'm happy Leggett got this touchdown. He deserved it. He's faced a lot of criticism recently. And then here is Rico Dowdle. Mitchell motions out. Think we make it obvious it's a run. It's always look at all these people on the ground already. Was that a pancake right there? By Mr. Tremble? Let's see. Okay. Rico, he got in. The ball was across the plane. They reviewed it. That was obviously a touchdown. Jalen Waddle here. He just beats Michael Jackson with his speed. No one up top. Was there someone up top? Yeah, there's two. It is what it is, man. It's all right. Obviously it doesn't matter now, but Mike Jack got beat. And then here's Bryce Young, nice touchdown here. You're gonna have Mitchell Evans. No, he's right here. I apologize. That's Tremble. Mitchell Evans is right here. He's gonna run across. Play action. Nothing really doing right away. Nice patience. Hits Mitchell Evans right away for the end zone for the touchdown. That was a nice play. Good job, Panthers. All right, here we go. Colts. All right, I haven't seen any really of this, so Daniel Jones putting on a clinic. I predicted it a little bit. I said it was unlikely, but there was definitely a solid chance of this Colts thing happening. I'll get the clip on TikTok eventually, or I already did, but I know ball. I told you guys, but Tyler Warren, it's a great ball, right over Jeremy Chin. Tyler Warren's gonna be a great tight end in this league, man. Really good. If we didn't get T-Mac, that's who I wanted the Panthers to get, Tyler Warren. But our tight ends are playing really good right now. Here's Jonathan Taylor's one of 3 touchdowns. It's good blocking by Quentin Nelson as always. Just clears the lane. Michael Pittman Jr. touchdown. So this appears to be man coverage. It isn't. Wow. Way to work back to the ball. Daniel Jones hits him in stride too. Michael Pittman Jr. may have finally got his quarterback, which is something I've been rooting for his whole career, dude. I remember he has a YouTube channel. That's where I seen him on. But that's great block, right in there. Raiders didn't score a touchdown, right? Oh, they did. They got one. No, they didn't. Amir Abdullah in the big 25. Woo! Nice cutback on Crosby. Crosby got to go on a new team, bro. Jonathan Taylor again here. Yeah, the Raiders don't even. I don't know. They're too early in their rebuild. Wow. No one's even there. He's just untouched. Besides a little push by Jamal Adams, but that's it. Jackson Dart to Theo Johnson. Giants started well, but then they had turnovers and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Wide open. Wide open. Can't get much easier than that for a touchdown. Theo Johnson again. Boom. Good throw. Had some heat on it. Oh, yeah. This was a great touchdown. Rashid Shaheed. He's right here. He runs a really nice deep route. Just catches it in stride. Wow. He has speed, man. He has speed. He's going to go all the way. That was one of the best touchdowns of the day. I won't lie about that one. Here's Jake Ferguson. Oh, Cowboys put on a clinic. That was the Saints' only touchdown. They had to have defensive ones, right? I don't know why it don't show the defensive ones, but it's okay. Jake Ferguson, tight end screen. There we go. The Jets defense is nowhere to be found. They hired a defensive-minded coach, and their defense has been awful. It doesn't make sense. And they're not that bad on paper either. I mean, they're just nowhere to be found. The jerseys are cool, though. At least you lose in style, right? All black. With the green helmet, obviously, and some green. Jake Ferguson, wide open. Dak is hyped. I like Jake Ferguson. He's an underrated player. Here's George Pickens. This was a good touchdown, too. What a throw. Such a good throw, too. Here's Justin Fields. What point in the game do the Jets get their first touchdown? At 7:59 is when they get their first touchdown. I don't know why it doesn't show defensive touchdowns, though, because there's only one defensive outcome. All outcomes, touchdown. So I don't know why it doesn't just put the touchdown. But there you go. He got drilled, but that was still a nice throw. I think that's Andrew Beck. Javonte Williams. He's having a really good year so far, as I said yesterday. Just wide open. Dude, that was so quick. That was so quick. Just fake it, and he's right there. That's a great play design. Honestly. I think Schoenheimer's doing a good job with the Cowboys so far, if you ask me, for what he has. Garrett Wilson, it's a nice touchdown. Just runs an out, puts a move on. Dang. 26 drilled him. Dallas Goedert. He's right here. Boom. Jalen Hurts. It's a Saquon Barkley. Look at Barkley catching the deep receiving passes. Oh, that's just a wheel. Oh my goodness. Boom. Saquon's goated, bro. I remember when I was a young kid and I went to the Giants Stadium and I got an opportunity to be on the field for the national anthem, and I looked behind me as a little kid and I seen Saquon Barkley right there. That was cool. J.K. Dobbins, touchdown. Evan Ingram, he is right here. Yeah. Oh wow. You rarely see a missed tackle like that from the Eagles. Denver came back. It was a touch. It was definitely a comeback. Oh gosh, this game was something. This was the most unserious game I've ever watched. Here's Michael Carter. Boom, right in there. This game was so weird though. So weird. Kyler Murray, 12-yard scramble. This was just a really unserious and weird game. Murray is fast though. I feel like he's one of those players that looks a lot slower than he is like on TV. Like I think he looks a lot faster in real life. All right, here is another touchdown for Arizona, 1 yard rushing touchdown. It goes to Knight out of the backfield. He's just going to run it right up the middle. Just forces his way right in the end zone. Tony Pollard, 1-yard touchdown. Touchdowns in this game were so simple. Wait till you see the one that happened later on. But Tony Pollard, 1-yard touchdown. Oh. Why did it not show that touchdown? We have to see that touchdown. No, we have to see it. We have to see it. This is by far one of the craziest touchdown of the week. One of the craziest that I've ever seen. We'll break it down real quick. Cam Ward takes a snap. He's gonna roll left. And then he's gonna do a bonehead decision that any rookie would do. Throw it there. It's picked off, right? Look, and I want you guys to see where this is in a game, okay? Titans are down 3 with just under 5 minutes left. It's 3rd and 2. This is a huge interception for the Arizona Cardinals. He fumbles it. I'll replay it. I apologize. It's picked off, instantly fumbled, and then he can't pick it up off his foot. He can't pick it up, and then Tyler Lockett picks it up for a touchdown. I mean, it doesn't get like any crazier of a touchdown than that, if you ask me. That was definitely something. I will have to say that was, like I said, one of the craziest touchdowns that I've ever seen. Definitely the craziest one this week. What do you guys think? But here's Tampa and Seattle. They were the best game this week overall. Rashad White to the left takes the toss and just gets right in the end zone. That was a good run. Here's JSN, 6-yard touchdown. You got him in the backfield on the right here. This is a great uniform matchup, by the way. Probably the best uniform matchup this season. One of the best of all time, I'd say. Just going to run. Boom. Great timing by Darnold. Great window. 2 seconds later, that's a pick. So that's a good timing for the Seahawks touchdown there. Here's Charbonnet in the backfield. They're going to motion Horton back over. Going to take it right in for the end zone. You got Baker Mayfield and Mega Egbuka. This is a good touchdown. I wish Egbuka was not on the Bucs. I did not want him to go there. I cannot stress this enough. He's right here. Or no, that's not him. He's over here. I apologize. Right there. Boom. Nice post route. Catches it in the end zone. Just runs right by the corner. AJ Barner caught this touchdown. Play action. And Darnold just hits him. He's wide open. This guy's not turning around to see it. It's kind of an easy one for Seattle. Then they do a celebration. Rashad White, 1-yard touchdown. Just takes it, runs it right in. Let's go to the next touchdown. It is Sam Darnold, AJ Barner again. He got 2 this game. Snapped. He's going to run right across the out, like an out route. Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield did really good in this game. Here's Torrey Horton. He's going to be right here. This is a 21-yard touchdown. Nice move. Just run right past. Good job by Darnold. Look at that. Look where he's throwing this ball. This is such a great play by Darnold. He's throwing this ball. Avoids 2. He's throwing this ball right here. There's 2 people right in front of him. And that's still just such a great throw, dude. I mean, Sam Darnold, you got to love the career revive he's had over the last year. It's special to watch. Daniel Jones is on path to do the same thing. Baker Mayfield to Sterling Shepard. He's at the top, I think. Little fade ball. Or he comes back. That's good timing. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, both revived their career in the last. Well, Baker was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Darnold was the last year. Daniel Jones is doing the same thing right now. Sam Laporta. That's a bad tackle attempt. Like Cincinnati, they traded for Joe Flacco today. I'm gonna make a TikTok about that. Oh, here we go. Don't leave the best wide receiver, Jared Goff, in the league uncovered, bro. Wow, what a play. Lions are doing all this without Ben Johnson, so like that just proves Dan Campbell is a really good coach too. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs, 20 yards. He's right here. You could tell the difference between a running back and a receiver. Laporta flies out there, gives the blocks. Good blocking right here. And forces his way in the end zone. Good blocking on the perimeter, man. That's what you need for screens. Good blocking on the outside. David Montgomery to the left side for the tutty. Nice cutback. And gets right in. Nice play. Ja'Marr Chase touchdown out of the backfield. Motion out. I didn't see this one. So he's just following where the quarterback runs. That's smart. Good throw by Browning. There you go. That's a great catch. Nice toe tap. Touchdown there. Ja'Marr Chase also has another touchdown here. He is right up here. I love these Bengals uniforms. Orange and black looks so good. Ooh. Look at that little Oh. That's a nice route. That's a beautiful route by Ja'Marr Chase. And then he backpedals in the end zone. What a route, dude. That's insane. Isaac Tesla with the touchdown. He's right here. Audible here for Jared Goff. Isaac Tesla, another name I told you guys about in the preseason, just runs right across. Goff gives him a great ball, great timing for the touchdown. And he does October Angels. Here's T. Higgins. He's up here. I think this was, I didn't see this. Is it either a slant out or a fade? I would guess. Okay, it's an out. 1-on-1 on an island. You gotta throw it there. I think that was kind of predetermined. Ladd McConkey's first touchdown. He's right here, right next to Keenan Allen. There we go. I'm glad he got his first touchdown, dude. He's been due. He's been due to get one. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, great game this week for him. He did really good for the Commanders. I'm not gonna lie. They're motioning 19. Hands it off. He's untouched on this play, I remember correctly. Yep. Good blocking out here, too, by the 63. Tyler Biatz, former Cowboy. He's the center for the Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt again, right here. He's just going to shoot the left side. Again, good blocking. That's great. Great blocking, great execution, great celebration. Deebo Samuel got a touchdown. He's number 1 right here. He's a big receiver, man. Runs right across. Little crosser. Good throw by Daniels. Good timing. Josh Allen to Curtis Samuel. And the Bills white out 6 yards. I'm happy to see Curtis Samuel score anytime. Oh, yeah. This is great, by the way. This is great by Joe Brady. Let me just shout this out. Watch Curtis Samuel here. He's right here, sorry. This is man coverage. So you're going to see 25 passes him off to 21, and then he's going to cut back. 21 follows him again, and then he cuts back again. and then he catches the ball and takes it right in. That's just great play design by Joe Brady, and great execution by Curtis Samuel and Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Ramondre Stevenson, 4-yard touchdown. Runs over the defender and gets right in. Ramondre Stevenson to the left side for 7 yards, touchdown. Little toss there. Boom. That's nice right there. Keon Coleman, 2-yard touchdown. He is right here, number 0. Just run a little route, corner route. Boom. Good timing, good throw by Allen. Then we're on the Chiefs and Jaguars. Patrick Mahomes to Travis Kelce, 2-yard touchdown. People say this is a pick. Refs call it a pick, but then they waved it off after the Chiefs begged them. I think it's definitely a pick. It was more than a yard, but it is what it is. Mahomes, scrambling touchdown here. Read option. Has a right read. The end follows Pacheco. And he just takes it up. Wingard's focused on Kelce and the screen. Great job by Patrick Mahomes. Good read there. And then Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars come back a bit here. Parker Washington, 3-yard touchdown. He's been big for them this year on the perimeter. He's going to run right here. Boom. Good throw. Beats Brian Cook, who's an underrated safety, if you ask me. Trevor Lawrence scramble for a 10-yard touchdown. He's going to drop back, faces pressure, just runs right up. Good block by 84. Brenton Strange, I think that is. Good block, though. Kareem Hunt, right guard, 5-yard touchdown. Boom. Ooh, trucks the defender. That was awesome. Kareem Hunt again. 2-yard touchdown. Counter to the right side. And then here's Travis Lawrence. This is a good touchdown by him. He gets tripped up initially. You'll see the lineman's foot step right on him. He'll fall down again, and then get up, break a couple tackles, and run right in. I do want to say, as good of a touchdown play as this was, I want to give an award here for effort of the week. And it's not going to be to Trevor Lawrence. It's actually going to be to a Chiefs player on this play. Don't say I'm glazing. This is what I believe. But even though the Jaguars scored here, I think Chris Jones, number 95, wins effort of the year. He's right here. As you see, gets right off or charges offensive lineman. Then he just stands. He's doing so good. Game-winning touchdown. He just walk in. It was great effort. I'm definitely going to show all the football teams. Any coaches out there, if you want to show your team some film from the NFL, make sure you show them this effort by Chris Jones right here because he did great. But that's going to wrap up NFL Week 5 Touchdown Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe. Check out our other videos. Check out our TikTok and Twitch. And I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.